Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Attorney Jeff Goldtrap talking to you today in another opportunity to bring you education, information, and knowledge. Because knowledge brings power, and sometimes knowledge brings success in the court system. Today, we're going to talk about bond. I hear a lot about bond, and the question becomes, what is bond? Well, bond is an amount of money that is insured or put up to the court to guarantee two things. Number one, it guarantees that I will appear in court when I'm told to. Number two, it guarantees public safety. Those are the two issues that must be considered by a court. There are other things called factors. Today we're just going to talk about three types of bond: cash bond, surety bond, property bond. Jeff, what's a cash bond? Cash bond is this. A judge, I'm arrested and I go before a magistrate here in Nashville, and the Nashville magistrate says your bond is $10,000. Okay. Perhaps I have $10,000 in my top drawer at the house, and I call the lovely Miss Goldtrap and I said, honey, I've been arrested. Please bring that $10,000 and put it up with the court to get me out. My wife wouldn't do that, I promise. She would say, thank you for the $10,000. You must need to be in jail. No, anyway, she loves me. She would put up $10,000 for me, I hope. I could bring that $10,000 to court, and I could give that to the clerks, and the clerks would hold it in escrow. If my case is retired, dismissed, or if I enter a guilty plea and I've come to court like I'm supposed to, whoever put up that money, my wife, let's say in this case, would get that money back minus court costs. She would get the rest of the money. Suppose I didn't have $10,000 laying around my sock drawer and I got arrested. Hello, honey. My bond is $10,000. Find me a bondsman. A bondsman. In Nashville, there are many bonding companies, and they're bondsmen, good people to work with that are indispensable to the criminal justice system. What do we do there? You pay them a 10% premium plus some administrative fees. So your $10,000 bond, what would happen? Well, I would pay the bonding company $1,000 plus some small administrative fee. They would then go to the court clerk's office and agree that if Jeff does not appear for his court appearances, that they would be responsible to pay $10,000. Believe me, they will contact me, stay in touch with me, if necessary, handcuff me and bring me to court to make sure that I appear. Because if I don't, they pay $10,000. But I've paid them $1,000. Now, what happens when my case is retired, dismissed, or I enter a guilty plea? Here's what happens. I don't get $1,000 back. I have simply paid them for the privilege of getting out of jail and for their risk of having $10,000 at issue. Now, there's also a property bond. I've had some people, not many, some people put up property bonds. The way that works is you must bring the clerk's office evidence that you have a piece of real property, not a TV set or an old Harley Davidson. A piece of real property like land and trees and bushes and houses and barns, things like that, that you own free and clear. Not something that you and the bank own, something that you own free and clear. And in Nashville, at least, there must be 1.5 times the equity. In other words, I own this property and it's worth $15,000, and my bond is $10,000. That's 1.5 times. So if my bond is $10,000 and I bring them a piece of property that it's worth $5,000, that doesn't get me out on bond. So what have we learned today? We've learned about bonds. We've learned about cash bond. I bring you the money to the court clerk's office. Surety bonds, a bonding company, many good bonding companies. Property bond must be 1.5 times the value, 1.5 times the equity. We've learned something about bonds today. And remember, knowledge is power, and knowledge is success in General Sessions Court. Thanks a lot.